Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's get stuck into a brand new day of trading if we can. It doesn't look any different to what I've been saying these last couple of days. Basically, downside seems the most appropriate thing for it to be doing. We had a little bit of that in these last couple of days, and then we had a big mammoth bounce. I suppose, a really pretty epic bounce. In the context of bounces, it came right up to the candle body, all-time high. Not the actual all-time high recorded by the wick, but the candle body. And so as a result, I think it's only appropriate that we put a little line in there now and say, okay, this is a problem. 120 is a problem. So you can use each one of these moving averages here, to which I have many, as support. At the moment, the 10 exponential has been the most useful since all the way back around here. Bang, 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 bang. And that comes in at 118, more or less, so not too far from where we are at right now. And then below that, you got the 20 and the 21 exponential. And all of these really, when you mix it with this resistance, all of them give you a rising, ascending triangle formation, basically. You don't need me to draw it in, but you can see it, right? And what that is more of a bullish than a bearish formation. The resistance stays the same price, whereas the supports gradually get higher. So it's more bullish than bearish when it comes to formation trading, but you are still within a formation. So you can think about the breakout and trade a breakout, or you can think about supports and attempt supports. Remember, there's two supports. There's this one here. Does it hold? I don't know. If not, then we're looking for this one down here, 115, which is where I was saying, and where I have been saying, I feel like the most appropriate place for it to at least move to in the short term before a proper bounce from there. Now, everybody, just relax. Still a bull market. There's nothing changed with that. Don't worry. Red is appropriate after periods of green. It's absolutely normal, perfectly normal. In fact, it's the most normal thing. So just because I'm saying I feel like, based on what we're looking at and the charts and the divergences and the everything, just because I'm saying that doesn't mean that I want it to go down and I want you to lose. Well, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, it's just a chart that gives us some degree of probability. So there's your rejection. We had some hidden bullish divergence leading into the bounce on this yesterday. Same thing for the money flow index as well, leading into the bounce. But the greater picture is one of the daily with the bearish divergence leading to, I suppose, that previous high there. And beyond that, we've got a lot of problems with, I wouldn't say they're big problems, it's just the end of a cycle type situation with money flow and RSI on the weekly. So this is why I'm saying just be careful and just be, just allocate appropriately. If you're not in from way back down here as we were, then maybe getting in around these areas is not quite a great idea. Everybody has to trade based on their own risk tolerance. I can't stop anybody buying up here. I can't stop anybody selling. I can't. It's not for me to even say that. But what I am saying is, look at this. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Just look at that. Okay. It's been a pretty good bull market. Very nice structure on this chart. And we go back in time even further. Look how good this was. And this is where the majority of my bitcoins were picked up. So obviously, I'm pretty pleased with it all. And, when it comes to red days, you can understand for the most part why it doesn't bother me, right? It's not a big deal to me when that is the profit that I'm still standing in, right? It's not a problem. But if anything, I'm looking to try and scalp the markets, do futures trading and stuff like that. And I look at a situation like this and I go, okay, pushing resistance at the previous all-time high, the most recent all-time high, pushing that resistance, getting rejected from that with bearish divergence on a daily and a weekly. It seems like it ought to reset at some point and probably sweep lower. My best guess would be the most timid bounce would come from here. I mean, the most timid breakdown would come from there. Perhaps we see a 50 exponential, as we have seen many times in the past. Maybe we even come down to the top of this wedge which is another 10% from here. You know, and all of this keeps the price above 100k. So, you know, obviously very happy to see that, and not looking for chaos in this exact chart. But just like I've been super perma bullish for a while, and now we've got the super bullish moves, and we've made a fair few quid. Now I'm thinking the opposite. I'm thinking in the short term, still, you know, I've been saying it for 3 days. 3 days is not long. It's not long at all. I've been saying it for 3 days. 3 days, fine. Yeah, we've seen a little red. I think there's probably going to be a little more. But if there is not, it's not a problem either, because you and I most likely are all knee deep in crypto. We're just looking to make the most out of the market, or I am. And the things I'm talking about really now, with these ups and downs in the short term, even if they do result in 20% pullbacks, it's just opportunity, really. Whether it's to short or to long, really, it's just opportunity, because the bigger picture has been the same the entire time. And I just want to point out, you know, I'm not a bear. There's no need to go crazy at me on the comments. You know, I'm on your side. You know, we've been in on this one. We got this move on the total 2. We got this first massive alt season. We also got this second massive alt season, and now we're getting this third massive alt season. You know, and I've been with you the whole time on this, sort of, you know, explaining how I believe it's going to go, and it's working out pretty much as expected. And I'll be out around here. So look, just a short-term downside, that's all. It's not going to affect my major spot positions. They're all still holding on strong. They've got much further to run higher. That's fine. But in the very short term, it does look as though we are due to reset and come down a little bit further. That's all I'm saying. Right, I've got a Patreon, and I'm doing a live stream tonight, as I do twice a week, every week. And if you want to join that, there's links in the description below. £7.50 a month. You know, that's like a pint of Guinness in London. Yes, London price is beer. You know, there's nothing. That's like 1.5 lattes, isn't it, at Starbucks? It's nothing. It's nothing at all. So yeah, click on that link in the description below. Other than that, hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.